In the center sits a giant rusted cylinder, the MGM-31 Pershing. It isn't a plane, but a nuclear-capable ballistic missile, once the deterrent of the Cold War. Now it is a skeleton. The paint is flaking off in large, brittle shards. Crunch, snap. You run your gloved hand over the surface, and the oxidized orange dust falls like dry rain. The first step, we take a heavy wrench. Clink. We fit it onto a seized bolt. We apply pressure. Squeak! Pop! The bolt finally gives way after 40 years of silence. One by one, the aerodynamic fins are removed. Hitting the workshop, the transformation begins. We use media blasting. Imagine the sound of high-pressure air mixed with crushed glass beads. The gray-brown rust vanishes in real time, revealing the gleaming, raw aluminum and steel underneath. As the nozzle moves across the fuselage, the metal goes from a rough sandpaper texture to a smooth satin finish. Next, we move to the internal components. We use a small brass brush to clean the delicate copper wiring and the guidance sensors. Scrub, scrub, scrub. We spray a chemical degreaser on the engine nozzle. Tiss, tiss, tiss. The old blackened grease liquefies and drips off, revealing the intricate machining of the rocket motor. It smells like kerosene and old history. The missile has battle scars, dents from years of neglect. We take a body hammer and a dolly. Tink, tink, tap, tap, tap. We rhythmically beat the aluminum skin back into its perfect aerodynamic curve. Then comes the primer. The airbrush starts with a low hum. Whirr. A fine mist of zinc chromate green primer settles onto the metal. It's a thin, wet layer that dries into a matte, protective shield. We sand it down with high grit paper. The surface is now softer than silk. You can slide your finger from the nose cone to the base without feeling a single bump. The Pershing white paint is mixed. The stir stick swirls in the tin. Schlop, schlop. We load the spray gun. This is the most satisfying part. A long, steady stroke of white gloss paint covers the green primer. Psh. The missile begins to glow under the workshop lights. Once dry, we apply the decals. We soak the U.S. Army lettering in water. Splash. We slide the thin film onto the side of the missile, using a small squeegee to push out the air bubbles. Zip, zip. The sharp black. Finally, we reassemble the parts. The internal electronics are slid back into the bay. Click. The access panels are screwed tight. Whir, zip. We polish the nose cone until it reflects the entire room like a mirror. Standing back, the MG-31 Pershing no longer looks like a piece of junk. It looks like it could launch at any second. It is cold, smooth, and powerful. A total restoration from a forgotten relic to a museum masterpiece.
Confirm green status on all indicators.
Roger that. Switching to internal power now.